Aquarius, hello, welcome to the greenhouse. My name is Sarah, and this session of readings is going to be whatever you're currently working on. So whether it be a relationship, a project, something at work, or some deep inner self work, or anything else that comes to mind, please just think about that now, and I will get a spread out for you, and we'll see what Spirit's advice is as far as how to, hey look, you're on the bottom of the deck, on how to best show up for whatever the challenge is. Wow, you mean business. This also could very well mean partnership with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords coming out at the same time. So let's see. What does Aquarius need to know? Please show me Aquarius's overall energy at this time. You guys were like, you called? You rang? Showing up nice. And the Fool on the bottom. Damn. Okay. So not only are you showing up yourself, but you're showing up like a new version of yourself. Someone's trying to turn over a new leaf or like just have a new way of being. And I think that is beautiful. What's Aquarius's current challenge? Show me their current challenge. The Hanged Man. Yeah, that perspective shift. Absolutely. And the Sun. It's so funny because we have the Hanged Man, which is a perspective shift, but then we have the Sun and the Three of Swords. So it's literally like either realizing something around optimism, whether it's like to a delusional extent or just not having enough of it in your life and being like, every time I feel the sun, I pull back to the, but wait, there's also the other side. Sorry if you hear like some clanking. I have some laundry going at the moment. But I like that we have the Three of Swords at the bottom because that lets me know it's kind of like what's behind you. And this is the new perspective shift of one that's just a little more positive. I wanted to get your whole spread out and then talk, but things are coming in quick, so forgive me. Let's get Spirit's advice now. King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. One more, please. Page of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom. Holy schmolies. And what is the likely outcome for Aquarius at this time? You know the expression, time is money? This is emotions are money. Feelings are money. That's what your advice is if I were to summarize it. Okay, and your likely icon, interesting. Your likely outcome is the Knight of Swords. Tower did flip, and the Magician after that. And then we have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so nothing I'm going to tell you is anything new. I think this is all stuff that you are aware of. Like we said, it's what you're working on, but it's not something you're like just tapping into on occasion. This is something you are diligently, actively, daily investing in. So with the Star and the Fool, we have you showing up every which way you possibly could for yourself. The Star is all about authenticity, letting yourself be seen, again about like letting the light kind of reflect off of you a little bit. So I'm wondering if for a lot of you, you know, like when you get a compliment, how you kind of like shove it right off, like let it bounce right off. I think this is you actually letting things sink in. And I think it's making you a little nervous because I am talking kind of fast. I don't feel nervous, but I feel like, I don't know what that is, but it's something. You're also just wanting to be able to take leaps. You're wanting to feel freer in this authentic energy. And maybe for a while it was authentic for you to be in a heavier energy, to be maybe even pessimistic for the most part. But now it's like, no, my most authentic self is a fool in like all the best ways. Not like a buffoon, but like someone that takes leaps, someone that trusts, someone that says why not why, you know, like kind of flipping the script that way. Like, why not? Why can't that happen to me? Like becoming someone that expects miracles, because why not? You know what I mean? Like, I'm showing up authentic, I'm letting the warmth in, I'm sharing the warmth with others, so why not? And so in your challenge we have the Hanged Man and the Sun. I think this is just believing whether or not you deserve the warmth, or fully working out whatever this level of authenticity, this level up is for yourself, especially if it is new love, right? It's like maybe you're not wanting to like fully let it in, and I don't see any kind of like it's a bad idea to let it in here, Aquarius. I feel like you're looking for a reason it would be a bad idea, or maybe you're just kind of like Max, you're already overstimulated, so you're like, you want to add fucking warmth to the mix, brother? Like, give me a minute to even like, you know, get used to balmy. Something like that. But yeah, so we already know this is something you're aware of. This is something you're working on. You're making that shift, because this is him, like, trying to, like, that's the sun behind him, trying to get this idea, trying to see clearly something that has got to give, right? The Hanged Man, it's a change in perspective, but it requires sacrifice. He's hanging himself upside down uncomfortably from the tree of knowledge to be able to attain some knowledge. So I feel like this knowledge for you guys is how to break through the fog and just enter back into that I show up and things are a mystery, sure, but that does not mean I'm in danger. That means I'm on an adventure. I like that. Okay, so Spirit's advice to you. We have the King of Cups, and then these three I'm kind of going to all take together, because we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is all about building, right? This is a new opportunity. This is planting the seed in the right spot, taking it to the right people, and having it be the right kind of fucking harvest, right? This is bounty. This is abundance. This is manifesting abundance. So Spirit's advice to you is to create your own opportunities for manifesting abundance by being emotionally open and emotionally grounded. Like, people don't realize how connected it's not even how connected your heart is to your wallet. It's how connected your emotional awareness and your emotional control is over yourself. So for some of you, I feel like maybe when you think about money, you get really overwhelmed or anxious, whether like in a good way or a bad way. Ground that energy. You know, we don't manifest well in overwhelm, but overwhelm is a wonderful catalyst to get us to other emotions that are better to manifest from. So I feel like Spirit's advice to you is get your head on right as far as how you're feeling and what your emotions are, so that you can also bring honest offers forward and know that you have the momentum and the longevity to take it all the way. Because there's something with the Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, that it's like you feel as though you can't trust certain opportunities, or like if you were to get a golden opportunity, you'd fuck it up. So those are two belief not systems, but those are two beliefs or ideas that you could unpack at this time to help call in wealth and emotional security. Now the King of Cups, even on rocky water, so even when money's hard, when money's good, whatever, he's emotionally fine. He knows, if I keep showing up myself and I keep staying adaptable and I keep doing the work, that my payday will come. And not only that, but I feel like you've gotten yourself, for some of you, you've gotten yourself to a position where you can reach emotional stability. And so you're already starting to feel that Ten of Pentacles energy come in. It's like I created opportunities of stability and sanctuary for myself because I've prioritized my emotions. I've prioritized not only controlling them but exploring them, and I'm prioritizing how I feel about things along with how I think about things, because Aquarians can get really caught up in like, well, I don't think, okay, buddy, well, what do you feel? Because sometimes we don't have all the information. And then if we had a little bit more information, we'd look back and be like, oh, I wish I did that. But it's like, you could feel like, no, this is something I should do before getting all the information. So this is someone, I think maybe you put yourself in a timeout for a long time. If it's relationships, it's like your picker was broken. So you put yourself in timeout until like you learned what healthy something was. But for most of you, I think it's just like your relationship to your own internal processes. Because Spirit says for your likely outcome is a huge shift to the mental clatter in your head. I heard clatter to batter. So when I heard batter, it was like cake batter. So I don't know if it's like, you'll know if that means something to you. I'm not going to try to make it fit. Sometimes weird shit comes through and that's just that. So Knight of Swords to the Tower to the Magician. This is very much like a new way of thinking, a breakthrough moment. And I feel like it might come with some strong emotions. And that's why Spirit wants you to get like really solid and grounded in your emotions. Because for some of you, this will come through another person. And for others of you, this is just you're doing work. A lot's been coming up. You're used to things coming up. But this particular thing is a big, oh my God, that makes so much sense. I'll never be the same after this realization kind of thing. Because the Knight of Swords, he can be a little bit brash, he can be a little bit abrupt, but I feel like this is good, because if this is something that's a long time coming, this reckoning, this breakthrough, this moment to be able to cut yourself down because you have all the clarity you need, it's good that it has this fierceness behind it, because I think the lesson's been learned, or for a lot of you, I think the lesson was learned a long time ago, but took a long time to embody, and now you're finally embodying it, and that's why you're able to manifest in a new kind of way. So your likely outcome is having a mental breakthrough that shifts your energy to the point where now you're balanced and manifesting in a whole new way. 11:11 on the clock. And what's so cool about this too is like you started off with the Star and the Fool. The Star comes before or comes after the Tower, and the Magician comes after the Fool. So it's like you're understanding what all it took to make you you, and you're getting a key component of yourself back, and it's coming in fucking fast with the Chariot here. And it's interesting because you have the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Cups under that. So I'm wondering if it's just like I'm not wondering, I just feel like I know this. This is, you hid love within you to protect it. It was a strategy. And I see how at the time it was a smart strategy, because you needed protecting. But now, Aquarius, I think you're like, in a beautiful way, drowning, because you have so much love to give and to offer and to share. But you got to break through these barriers of, oh, but I'm not safe to do that, or oh, but this could happen, or oh, but that could happen. Okay, well, do you trust yourself to get back up even if the worst does happen? Because I trust you to get back up. Look at you. Not only get back up, you're like Phoenix, baby. I can completely combust and come back. What are you talking about? Get back up. Like that. This is something I know all too well. So that being said, if you have a knockdown moment, it's divine. You know what I mean? It's like, it's bringing you down to the first floor so that you can really refine each floor as you go up. I'm going to leave it there. Aquarius, I hope you got something out of this reading. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out, especially as a brand new channel. And if you want to drop a comment explaining how this applies to your life, I would love to hear from you as well. It's very fun for me when you guys do that. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.